unbelievably huge war chest that the Trump campaign and the RNC have been building while the Democrats fight among themselves is going to be used, and already is starting to be used, to get every single one of those rural voters out.
Well, Republicans are celebrating a narrow special election victory in North Carolina's 9th Congressional District. Conservative State Senator Dan Bishop won over Marine Corps veteran Dan McCready.
The voters said no to the radical liberal policies being pushed by today's Democratic Party. Because under this president, America is great again.
Our great Republican candidate, Dan Bishop, will fight with everything he has to stop sanctuary cities and defend the people of this great state. Dan, come on up. Dan Bishop, everyone, get out and vote.
How big a help was Donald Trump by jetting down on Air Force One the night before the special election?
That was a tremendous help. We were surging. You know, I'm not sure it's really clear to folks outside North Carolina, but I was only in this race for 6 months against someone who was in it for 2 years, and we really only were competitive in terms of funding for about 6 weeks. So the president and the vice president stepping in and committing the way they did to this race was tremendous. And a lot of credit goes to the president.
We saw counties like Cumberland County here, it ended up red. That was blue after the 2018 election. This is, of course, where President Donald Trump was just yesterday to hold a rally. So Dan Bishop was able to switch this Republican county this time around. That was a big victory for him.
But I think it paints the path to how the Trump campaign is going to pursue their reelection strategy, because what Donald Trump was able to do by going in at the end, so where he went to go visit, Fayetteville, right, Cumberland County, that in 18, in November, when Dan McCready was on the ballot, he won that county by 4 points or so. Nope. Last night it flipped Republican. That's where Donald Trump went. So what Donald Trump can do is turbocharge and juice the Republican base vote in rural and exurban areas. And if he can go in and do that and bring those people out in such large numbers, that's his path.
Democrats have shown no signs of being able to break through in those rural areas. What does that tell us going into 2020?
It tells us that the president is the president because people came out to vote in places in the rural areas of North Carolina, of Wisconsin, of Michigan, who hadn't voted in some time. And if they did vote, probably they voted for a Democrat before. The machine that they are building to identify those voters, get them out, is going to be enormous.